Hey, what's going on, everyone? Zuki Play Metals here. Just wanted to go over some stuff I picked up today, on my way home from work. But first, I wanted to tell you I left work early. I went to work today, and this pertains to safety. Okay, so I went to work. I had a bad feeling. I didn't want to be there, which is typical. We don't always want to be at work, but today was really strong, and as the day went on, it got worse. This feeling. So I ended up leaving. I worked 12-hour shifts. I ended up leaving about 4 hours early. Yes, 4 hours early. And I left, went to the bank, picked up some ones here, and went to the grocery, got some stuff to make dinner, blah, 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 went home. And within an hour of me of leaving work, I learned that within probably 5 miles of the plant, a friend of mine was involved in a wreck. He was on a motorcycle, hit a car. I'm not sure, the details yet, what went wrong, but this individual, I used to ride dirt bikes with growing up. So, I grew up here and then across a few fields and woods, maybe a mile away, he grew up here. So we rode dirt bikes and had a lot of laughs and went fishing on the rivers and, just a lot of good times over the years. Now we kind of drifted apart, but we were still friends, just didn't, we didn't hang out together anymore. But I learned that, it was this guy that I knew really well. So that was very sad. And so sometimes I think our feelings can tell us things. I'm not saying I predict anything. I don't have ESP. I'm not saying that. But I just knew it was going to be a bad day. And I didn't know what, but I had that feeling. It was just a dark, depressing day in my mind. So yeah, anyway, I learned of that news. And then also where I work, more things related to safety. As adult learners, sometimes it's good to have a reminder. I know it's good for me, maybe not you, but we need to hear things repeated like 7 times. Probably Operation Mockingbird even figured that out, huh? So that's probably why the TV just keeps parroting things to us over and over. But anyway, there's an intersection, like where I work, there's a highway, state highway, and there's a light, right? So the speed limit is 65, it comes down to 55. And then there's another light 2 miles down the road and another one 5 miles beyond that. Well, since I've worked here nearly 30 years, over the course of time, there's been many accidents at these traffic lights. And one of the first things they implemented was the flashing yellow light a quarter mile or so before you get to the traffic light. Hey, this light's getting ready to turn. Warning, warning, warning. So, I'm sure that helped with some, but we still had accidents. Okay. So then they changed around with some of the timings and, people talked about the speed, but it just continued to happen. So the last update that I know of was they took the little lights, traffic lights that mirror the overhead lights, and they put them over on the state side of the ditch because people thought, hey, maybe people can't see the lights because of the semi-trailers. Well, lo and behold, we're still having accidents, right? Bad accidents. So just within a week or so ago, we had another wreck there that involved somebody at our workplace. Luckily, they were okay, but the car that hit them ended up being life flighted. But it brings me to the point is, as people, I think we're more distracted today than ever. Even though the technology is better, the braking's better, we have more gadgets, right? And I know everybody knows we got the phones, but we also have more gadgets available in the car to look around and fiddle with. And when you get older like me, you become more complacent. So we really got to pay attention to detail and focus. And this shouldn't need to be said, and it probably for most people, but we know that there's nothing magical that happens when the light changes. That light does not depress the brake pedal for that person in the other car yet. So, you just can't depend on somebody not being distracted. So the point is, never blindly pull through a light that turns green. You want to evaluate, especially when traffic's coming that fast. Are people, are they going to stop? Are they going to slow down? Common sense, but I just had to get that out there. Sometimes I think we focus on fixing the mechanics. It's good, the light. we try to be proactive and fix the engineering mechanisms to prevent these accidents. That's great, but it seems like we've got away from people thinking and holding themselves accountable. And it seems like we went through the generations time period where we had machine labor, and now we're getting more automation. We went through that, but now it seems like instead of replacing just the physical actions, we're trying to use technology to replace the mental actions. It's like, so I think, oh my gosh, we used to teach kids and people going through school how to think. And now it seems like we're teaching them how to paint by numbers and look at lights and use chat GPT and just all this automation. And sometimes, as good as it is, I wonder if for some of our general population, if it's just not dumbing us down, right? We're not in tune and paying attention. But anyway, so why did I pick up this? I got 2 stacks of 100s here. And I just thought, hey, I can get my mind off things. Like I said, when I left work, I didn't know what happened, but I was uneasy. And I thought, it'll be fun to just look for some errors and some ones. And I did flip through real quick, just see what I could see on the serial number side of things. I did see 1 star note, which is good, but there's a lot more errors I can look for. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to throw it in the car. And if I go out to eat with the family, I've got a gift to give a server, right? Because I don't tip. I'm just chintzy. I don't tip. But what I do is I gift, right? Usually at least 20%. I gift cash to the server. That way, they got a non-taxable income for all the hard work that they do. Just one of the little things I like to do. And another thing I like to do is leave the Ike dollars. I've got some of the big old Ikes from the 70s. And I'll take those out and just leave them on the table, or leave one with some ones, just to kind of introduce the kids to what metal currency was like. A lot of them probably, I just get tickled. It amuses myself too, because I leave. Some of them's probably never seen anything like that before. They get it and they're probably thinking, "The hell is this? Is this real money?" So that's kind of a fun thing, and it introduces them to coins. Maybe gets their curiosity up a little bit. I don't know, or maybe they just trade somebody else off for it, but it's fun nonetheless. Another thing I did, I picked up 20 ounces of coins here, or rounds. My gosh, I can't get it wrong. Somebody will slay me in the comments, but you can slay me anyway. I don't care. Bring it on. I love it. But yeah, 1 ounce, $9.99 fine silver. Got the peanut. These are the Don't Tread on Me rounds, right? So this is a wonderful design, established in 1754, because we are stacking and packing, and we're not going to let somebody just waltz in and take something from us. So look at that, it does flip like a coin. So this other side, I don't know if this would be the obverse or the reverse, but the price of liberty, got the eagle, eternal vigilance. 1 ounce, $9.99 fine silver. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to say this is the reverse or the obverse. It's got the date on it, right? Yeah. So there you go. And I picked this up. I think I found them on Fine Cheap Bullion or Fine Bullion Price, cheapbullionprice.com or whatever that is. And it was a link to a store I really like, which is Bullion Exchanges. And I got this from their eBay store, and it was $460 for the tube. So that came out right at $23 a piece. But being as it was on eBay, I got to use my cash back card. So that put me down well under, the $23 dollars per ounce. So I was really tickled with that. I thought it was a good price. Look at that. They got a peanut in there. Another peanut here. It means I'm going to tape it back down now that I cut it open just to get it to stay in there. OCD, got to line the old tape back up. So there that is. Really good pickup. And, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So you guys be safe out there. If you're not safe, all this stacking and doing, it doesn't mean anything, right? So, guys, just be safe out there. You guys, as always, don't be slacking. Keep on stacking. Take care, and I'll talk to you later.